Alright, so I'm coming back with the second week worth of results. We're going to dive into this and get a deep dive on the statistics, because I noticed you guys don't really care for charts too much, to be honest. Like, your retention drops off, so we're going to focus on statistics, data, results, and show you guys how I read this so I can understand what I'm doing with my trading, and then also how I can help my own psychology. Like, just kind of understanding yourself a lot better. So this week, 56.41% overall. So it's currently Sunday, so the data reset for this week, but I made like 14% or something like that. So as you can see, it's the 18th, but I think I made like 14.7% or something. But overall, the account's still up 56.42%. I did make a deposit, $200, so $200 every 2 weeks, and you guys will start to see how the compound works, because I'm going to start using 0.02 lot sizes now on every single trade, which is 6% of the total account value, a little bit under. I'm going to just I have a lot of trades that are open. So where's my open trades? So you can see I have 68 open trades open. High frequency trader. That's just how my psychology is I like to be active in the charts. I'm basically playing off my greed and my need to trade. So I just kind of play along with that, and I found something that works for me, that helps me stay consistent with everything, and I can see consistent results. So but yeah, we have 68 trades open, so I'm gonna start using a 0.02 lot size a little bit quicker, because these trades should play out within a week, because my longest trades that I hold, which is not that often, because where is it that I can see the length of my trades? It was on one of these tabs. There's just so many. Oh, here it goes. So yeah, you can see that some of my trades that I've closed already, I'm holding for 7 days plus, but you can see a majority of my wins especially are right here at like just a couple hours, 8 hours, 10 hours. So usually by the time I wake up in the morning, everything plays out, or is playing out because of the session timings. But some of my best trades play out, worst trades, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, I gotta find I can increase my risk-reward ratio if I control my losses a little bit more. I talk to ChatGPT quite a bit. Like, I just ask it a lot of questions that's on my mind, and it'll relate that to most traders on the internet and stuff like that. So helps me understand my own psychology and my relationship with money and all that, which is very, very important, I believe, for trading success, knowing thyself. But I don't really know what else to say. It's the same shit over and over, to be honest. In the charts we can look over some trades, but I'm so new to posting about this shit that I don't really talk about myself a lot, and because that's all that trading is understanding yourself. And I feel like in order to teach it better, you got to be relatable, talk about your struggles, and look at statistics at the same time, so you can really understand. It's kind of like therapy, I guess. This trade right here, I'm taking this when market opens because it's still valid, so I would do this. And then you can see how wide my stop losses usually are, but I'm profitable with it, as you can tell. So I really do not care what I'm seeing on the chart. I'm just trading a system that I found works best for me. The only shitty thing is that you're in like what I call perpetual drawdown. Like, you never will ever see your unrealized profit and loss be positive. It's always going to be in the red, which is very hard to control your emotions during that time. Like, this would be another one I'm taking off of this, what is that, a weekly level? It's a daily level. So like, we have all this volume that's right here to fill out. Like, you can see by this candle here, we have a lot of open orders as what you would call a fair value gap. Basically just liquidity where there's a lot of money, so big ball players can come through and close their orders, but retail traders don't really have to worry about slippage and stuff like that. That's why I use this broker, Myfxbook. This is their safety of funds contract, or they just basically explain their business model. They're an ECN brokerage account. They're not going to manipulate behind your back, because that's not their business model. They would actually lose money that way. the way that they make their money is from traders coming in. They want you to be successful because the bigger lot sizes you're using with them and the more often you're trading, usually you want to win. They want to bring winning traders because they'll consistently get commission off of the lot sizes they're using. So it's kind of how these brokers work. ECN is just basically a middleman. They're putting your money, they kind of act like an A-book model broker, if you guys know what that is. But that's why I use them. Also, they give you a deposit bonus. So I've only put in $400 into this account, but it says $777 because you get the deposit bonus that I put on every time because it's basically free money. Like, don't include that deposit bonus in your risk management system. What you want to do is use it as basically free money. Like, you literally get deposits every day. I mean, for me, they're not much, like $1, 21 cents, 12 cents, 12 cents. So you'll get small deposits over time that match your deposit if you do 100%. And just because I'm using a 0.01 lot size right now means that I'm getting paid this small amount. But what if I'm using a 0.5 lot size, which is 50 times bigger than the amounts I'm getting deposited into my account every day? So like, that's basically free money if you're a consistent trader and take advantage of that system and they get commission off of your lot size. You just basically made a contract for the rest of your trading career, I guess. So you got to find a brokerage that you can really stand behind. But because I think that will help also with like the deep psychology behind being able to hold your trades is also trusting your broker isn't going to take your money and run, and you'll actually get payouts. So that's one thing I got to test on this broker, because Eagle FX, they ended up going through a merger into Longhorn FX, and at first they weren't servicing US clients, but once I got my account transferred, I learned that I can actually still access a trading account with them. And so they only offer 1 to 500 leverage, and they don't do deposit bonus. So that's something I got to think about, because then I have to scale down my lot size. But I'm thinking about splitting my risk amongst like any broker that I can find that fits my standards, so I can put in like $5,000 with them, or like grow a trading account to 5K, and then just start making deposits. Kind of use it like a prop firm account, high risk account, and then eventually build up a big enough account I can use a Wanda, which that will give me absolute freedom because they're regulated by the US, but they don't have leverage. So but yeah, that's pretty much like all I gotta say on my trading this week. It went very well, same as the previous week. I made 14%. Now I had a lot more losers than I would have liked to this week, but it's just bad trades playing out, and so I'll start getting my big winning trades that will cover all those losses very quickly. So if I just stay on my discipline, keep doing what I'm doing, and just fucking be locked in, then I can probably make like another 40% depending on what the market wants to give me. But that's just kind of what I'll average on a good week. So 95% win rate on my longs. I'm thinking about cutting out my shorts if they remain at this win rate, because that's barely break even with my risk to reward ratio. So 86% might be trash, and I might just stick to buying the markets instead of selling. 91% win rate. Took about, it won't tell me, 130 trades or 160 trades, something like that. That's pretty much my stats for this week. There's really nothing to it. It's the same shit over and over. The only difference is super deep psychology, and I'm thinking about doing my motorcycle videos again, and just talk about like what my strategy means to me in the real world, like how I kind of see the markets and how I see the world, I guess, because I feel like that is a big factor in why I'm super successful with it, is because, well, at least starting to be, as you can tell, like that's pretty crazy results, and I've been doing it for like a month, maybe 2 months, like on accounts that's trackable, because I used this one for a couple weeks, as you can see the growth curve, and there's still open trades that are still closing on that account because of the hold time. And you can tell like it's a pretty consistent pattern that will just, if you just keep executing the pattern, it'll be a pretty good result depending on how much you're risking per trade. And I'm just kind of like fucking full porting this shit. Like, I got nothing to lose, so it's like money I don't give a shit about. Like, it was my play with money out of my paychecks, because it's very important that you keep a job while you're learning to trade. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna cut the video here.